What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of HermitPack on the HermitCraft server. Oh yeah, guys. So, what we're doing here is we're continuing working on this Botania system that we set up in the last episode. Yeah, I wanted to try and get this thing fully automated. So in order to do that, like I said, we needed a comparator off our main mana pool right here. And it looks like our mana spreader, this one right here, seems to be bugged. It's constantly shooting mana, but I don't think there actually has mana. I think that animation's bugged. Yeah, I don't think that's doing anything. So yeah, we have elven mana spreaders, like I said, one for each one of our food flowers over here. And then I also have the composite mana lens, potency, and velocity on each one of these spreaders, like so. And then Wand of the Forest I have somewhere probably in this thing. Yeah, let me go and grab this. I need to relink my flower and I need to relink the spreader to here. I think it was this one goes to this one. Yeah, so this one on the end goes to that one, this one goes to this one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Yeah, so we have 5 of those, and we got one more right here that goes to our runic altar. Then we have the spark that's transferring the mana from this mana pool to those 9, so we have the storage. But this is the mana pool we care about. When this one starts filling up full of mana, we know that these guys are all full. So we want to get a redstone comparator signal off of this pool, compare it with some kind of redstone signal, and then send that over to the timer and turn on this redstone to stop the dispensers from clicking. So I was in the process of doing this pretty simple thing. So we just have a lever a few blocks back. So we're putting in like a power of 12 into this. So when the comparator reads 12, that means that this thing is about 3/4 of the way full or something along those lines. Yeah, the redstone paste comparator here will emit a redstone signal into this block. And then we're grabbing that same comparator signal out of this one that's being compared to this redstone signal of 12. So it'll only emit a redstone signal when this is 12 or higher, right? Okay, so that is being pushed into this block right here. So I have a repeater on the other side that extends that signal just so it can reach all the way over here. And I was going to, let's see. Yeah, I was going to bring this redstone signal up to the redstone that connects right here, turn that on so this thing doesn't emit any more redstone pulsing. The problem is I can't get this redstone up there. You'd think it'd be pretty easy in modded Minecraft. We have like the sticky repeater and things. I want to show you guys this because this isn't as easy as it sounds. It sounds like it should be like really easy. Just point the repeater up there, right? Well, no, not really. So anyway, we have this repeater. Let's sit it on the ground real quick. Let's just take a look at this thing. So if we sit it right here, it kind of points whichever way. You have like these green things. If I click on this one, it points this way. If I do it this one, it points towards me. It's kind of a thing. So it's pretty easy to get this thing set up. So we go down here, we can point it upwards right like that, right? So if we have a block on top, it should be pointing into that block. That's the idea. So I want to get this redstone signal over into this thing so it'll point up. So there is also redstone paste from that mod. Oh, you know what? I thought I had some on me. I must have put that away. Okay, let me go grab that. Yeah, there's redstone paste from that mod, and it's kind of like sticky redstone. You can set it on the side of a block. Yeah, so I was expecting to be able to do that. Let me grab this stuff. I don't know why I accidentally put it in there. It was unintentional. Oh, it's getting nighttime. So let's see. So we have the redstone signal here, so I should be able to connect to right there. You can see that's glowing, and then you think you'd be able to connect there, which would connect to this thing, and then send the redstone signal up. Unfortunately, it's like this redstone paste doesn't connect to this repeater. Well, you know what? It does say power 10 on there. It just isn't lit up. I wonder if that is emitting a redstone signal. Let me go ahead and put a block right there, and then some redstone dust on top. Let's take a look. No, it is not sending a redstone signal to the block. So yeah, it says power 10 when I look right there, but I guess that must be this paste. It's got the power 10. Well, let's see. That says 12. That's got to be 11. And this one's got to be 10. So I don't know why that's not sending the signal up. Yeah, I don't get that. So I tried doing some other things. We can go ahead and bring this down a little bit. Grab some of the paste. I was thinking maybe if we go down a block, right like so, and we bring some of this paste, like from here to there maybe. This paste is actually taking up this full block right here, so I can't put anything else in there. But we can bring down the regular redstone to right there. That's not lighting it up. So if we do this and that, actually that's lighting it up now. I tried this before and I couldn't get that to work. Oh, you know what? I did do it differently. I'll show you what I did. I had this set up right like that. So I had the redstone coming to this block. And then I think I was trying to bring the paste down this way. Yeah, look, that's not lit up. Which is weird. You think it would be because it looks like those are connecting, or this block itself has power from the redstone dust. Yeah, I tried doing this and that didn't work. Okay. Well, I just didn't realize you had to go back one more block. That's fine. We learned something together today. That and that, and then one more piece of redstone dust right there. Boom. So I'll put a torch here too so we can kind of see. All right, so that lights that all up. I like it. Yeah, and I just have a lever down here turning that on so we could test that out. Cool. All right, so now I can place this redstone dust back. That timer sends the food to our food flowers, which makes the mana. The mana starts sending over here. When those fill up, like I said, this main mana pool right here will fill up. And when that gets to redstone level 12, the whole thing will shut off. So yeah, we got a fully automated system here. We have all the wheat growing over here, which gets turned into flour, which gets cooked into bread, which gets cooked into toast, which gets stored right here. So we have a decent supply of this stuff. Yeah, and that fills up these dispensers. Yeah, pretty cool. I like it. So I got to thinking after I recorded that last clip, why are we even using vanilla redstone? Why are we even using the comparators? Why are we doing the repeaters and all the vanilla redstone dust and all of this stuff? Yeah, we could just use the insulated redstone conduit from Ender.io and send that up to the bottom side of these dispensers, and that can easily shoot the food out. Yeah, by attaching to the bottom, same how we're stocking the food in the dispensers. So yeah, I ended up ripping out the vanilla redstone that we had running along the top. I replaced it with the insulated redstone conduit that goes all the way over here, and then it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, this kind of wraps all the way around and attaches to the block that the comparator was sending the signal through, that we were using a repeater to send it this way. Anyway, so it's a little bit cleaner now. We are using the Ender.io stuff. We moved the timer down here, so this is always going to be running, but it's only ever going to update these and shoot food out. Yeah, when this mana pool right here drops below a certain level. So we can actually check that out right now. Let me go ahead and grab. Oh, I need a thing. I need my wireless grid. And it's not within range, of course not. We need to get more of those wireless things around here. Okay, so let's grab. I guess we're going to do 2 mana steel. I need to put some stuff away. I'm not going to have enough room for all of this. 2 mana steel. How about some pearls? We'll grab 2 of those. And diamond. We'll grab 2 of those. So we'll make 2 terra steel, which should use the equivalent of 1 mana pool's worth of mana. So that should definitely kick everything on here. Let me go ahead and drop those guys in there. Those in there. Cool. The good thing about having this many mana pools here, though, not just that we have that much more mana on tap, but the more mana pools you have with the sparks on it, the faster making the terra steel goes. So more mana pools send their mana at the same time. Yeah, it makes this whole process go quite quickly. Gonna drop all those on there. There we go. There's the terra steel. So I think the food, yeah, the food's being shut out now. So this is happening automatically. As soon as the mana pool drops below a certain level, this thing just starts kicking on. Yep, and it works just like I want. So that's pretty awesome. Oop, hit the wrong button. I still would like to get a dominant spark on this, so this mana pool doesn't send over here. I kind of want this mana pool only send here, and I only want these to send this way. Not that it really matters too much, but that's just a thing that I'd like to do. Alright guys, so let's take a break from messing around with the Botania stuff. I'm recording this the day before the US holiday Thanksgiving. So this will be released on Thanksgiving Day. So those of you in America watching this on Thanksgiving Day, happy Thanksgiving. Everyone else, happy Thursday. So anyway, what better way to celebrate Thanksgiving as an American than having turkey, right? So as it turns out, in this mod pack, we have fake turkey, tofu-urkey. No thanks. And we have regular turkey, cooked and raw turkey. So I was looking, how do you get turkey? There is no turkeys in this game. So how is that even possible? So I had to go online to Pam's Harvest Crafts wiki and check it out. So apparently what you do is you get yourself a trap. I believe it's called a ground trap. Yeah, a ground trap. So you place this in the ground and you bait it, and then you get turkey and some other things. Like, it gives you pretty much animal drops without actually having any animals around, without harming any animals, I guess. I guess you could look at it that way. So anyway, it's pretty inexpensive. Just some string, some sticks, a chest, a trap door. I don't even know if we got stuff in the system to make it. Let's try it. No, we don't. All right, so let's make a trap door. That's not a trap door. Why? Was that not? Did I make a trap door or did I make slab? I made slabs. How did I just do that? Okay, let's try that again. We'll put that away. Yeah, that's a trap door this time. Okay, so we can make up to 6 of those. We need some sticks. Let's make a bunch of sticks. Okay, and a chest. You know what? I forget. We have auto crafting set up on here. Let's just go ahead and auto craft some planks, shall we? All right, so we'll do that. I guess we're going to make 6 of these things. That seems like about a good a number as any to make. Let me go ahead and craft up like 64 of those as well. Okay, let's do some more sticks. I think we're going to run out. Okay, I think we should be good. So if we do this and this, we have 6 of these ground traps. So we do have to bait these, like I said. So if you place them down, you right click on them. This is where all the drops go. And I assume like certain drops stack. I don't think it's just one per spot. Can I put stuff in here? No, I can't put stuff in there. But yeah, I think it'll stack up to a stack in here. And I believe this is where you put the bait. I tried using this in 1.7.10 and I really didn't know what I was doing. But I think you have to place that one level like at the same level as the grass, not on top of the grass. So like one block in the ground. So we'll figure that out together. So there's fish trap bait. Let's just search for bait. So yeah, we got a few different types. You get fruit bait, grain bait, veggie bait, and fish trap bait. We need grain bait. So we can use wheat and string in order to make this. You know what? I don't want to use that. We have plenty of wheat out here. I was just looking a little bit ago. I think we had like 28,000, 27,000. Well, we might have had 28,000, but I just got done doing all this stuff with the bread. Let's grab some of this. I don't know how much we need. That's probably going to be way more than what we need, but we'll just go ahead and make up extra. We have 6 traps that we can bait. Okay. In the system, there's that. Cool. We got enough for 1 stack per trap. All right. So I don't know how these work as far as like if I have to be far enough away or if you just place them and you can do whatever just as long as they're there over time. I guess we can try these out together and kind of see how this works. So I put that there and I put this here. I think that's all we got to do. It's just wait. Now I'm curious. Of course, I am curious if we can use the torcherinos on there and speed this up. So we'll figure that out here in a minute. Maybe I'll put one there and I'll put one over here. I don't know the best way to leave these out, if they have to be a certain distance away from each other or how this all works. Yeah, nothing yet. So, oh, you know what? I keep forgetting that I have the wireless thing on me. Let's try this. Hopefully these don't explode like a certain other thing that we've tried recently. We'll do 400%, 400%, put these on a 3x3. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to work. I don't know if it has to be daytime for those to work. I don't know if like you have to be far enough away from them before they work. Apparently I'm gliding again. Let's go and sleep though. I was getting a little bit of lag. There is a command that you can do in 1.10. Normally in like the 1.7 stuff, you do cof HTTPS to show the TPS of your server if you're thinking there's lag. In this version, you do forge TPS, and it shows you like all the different dimensions and what the tick rate is and all this stuff if you're into that kind of stuff. But anyway, let's go see if we've got anything in this trap, because I definitely want to get myself a little bit of turkey. Yeah, look at that. We got ourselves an egg, raw beef, and raw chicken in just a little bit of time. I wonder how this one is. Is it the same? Nope, that one is not done yet. Yeah, I don't know how long it takes for these to work. So there's 60 bait that's already been used. I guess what I'm going to do, I'll set up a few of those. I'll probably try and surround those torches with them. I think the torches are affecting them, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Yeah, I'll set up a whole bunch over there nearby, so they're all affected by the torches, and hopefully we'll be able to collect a lot of stuff pretty quickly. All right, guys. Well, I was noticing some inconsistencies with these traps and how they were working. I don't really know if the torturinos are affecting it, to be honest, but what I did find out is that the trap has to be touching at least 5 blocks of grass in order for this to work, right? So you can't have these in a straight line, otherwise only the ones on the ends are gonna work. So you have to stagger them kind of like this. That's about as close as you can put them together. So yeah, this seems to be working quite nicely. Now underneath these traps, I did put in some item conduit. Yeah, I found out you can extract the items from these traps, and then I have them all going over here to this chest. So we can probably see items come in here every now and then. If we're looking at it, we just got a feather there. Yeah, it looks like we are getting bones as well, which is kind of interesting. We got some eggs. We got 13 turkey, raw turkey. So that's what we're looking for. So that's pretty good. Now, the only thing is, it does not appear that you can pipe items into this. Like, you have to manually bait them. But yeah, you can extract the items from the bottom, which does extract the bait as well. So I had to put a filter to blacklist extraction of the grain bait. But yeah, we can extract all the items that we are collecting just fine, which is pretty cool. I do like that. Unfortunately, like I said, there's no way that I can put the grain bait back in. I tried from the top, from the side, from the bottom. It just won't go back in there. It looks like you have to manually place it into these traps, which is fine. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We're collecting a lot of stuff right now, so I'm pretty happy with that. I did make extra grain bait in hopes that we could automate this entire thing. It doesn't really look like it. I don't know if there's a way. I know there's like what is it, like an automatic or automated user or something. What do we got here? Harvester, block miner, automated user. Autonomous right-click activation using any item. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way that we can pipe items in using one of these, or maybe like a conveyor belt of some kind or whatever. But as far as I can tell, as far as pipes go, it doesn't look like we can do that with that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and collect a little bit more drops here, and we will continue on. All right, guys. Well, we're on an important mission right now. We are in the process of looking for some cows, which it looks like we came across some right here. Yeah, our base is around over that general direction. No cows nearby, so I had to go quite far to get one. So we got some milk here. We can put that into our crafting grid and get some fresh milk just like this. If you didn't know how milk is made in the real world, this is how it is. You walk up to a cow with 2 buckets. Yep, you just put it in your crafting grid, and there you go. There's your fresh milk. It's the same stuff you find at your local grocer. Anyway, wait, I dropped that bucket on the ground. Give it back, cow, trying to steal my bucket. Yeah, so it's very important that we have milk for our next stage. Yeah, because we now have the turkey, but we have to make the rest of the meal. Can't make the rest of the meal without milk. It's very important. Milk turns into heavy cream, which can then be turned into butter. So we're going to need butter for making baked potatoes, buttery potatoes. Sounds so good. So we're going to be doing a little bit of cooking. Okay, so we got fresh milk. We can go ahead and stick that in our fridge. We got half a stack of raw turkey and some various other ingredients that we've been using for things. So, yeah. Let's see. If we wanted to make baked potatoes, we need to get ourselves some regular potatoes. I don't know. Actually, I probably should have looked. I don't think we have any. Oh, we do. Thank goodness. Thanksgiving was almost ruined. Let's go ahead and cook these up. If I stick those in the fridge, will it show that I can do a... Oh, yeah, okay. Click to see recipe. Click again to cook. So I clicked it. What did that do? Okay, I put 1 in there. 2, 3... I don't know. Oh, I just clicked it a bunch of times. Okay, so we got a bunch of potatoes in here. It looks like the fully cooked one gets ejected over to that side. There they go. Okay, so they all get put over there. So it looks like the way cooking works in the oven is it turns from a raw item slowly into whatever the cooked thing is. That's the way it seems like this oven works. So that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing the turkey over here, though, so we can't just do that. But anyway, now that we got the potatoes, we can go ahead and take those and stick them over here into our fridge. Okay, so we needed to make heavy cream. So let's go ahead and click that again to craft it. So there's some heavy cream. Now that we have that, we should be able to turn that into butter, I think. Hold on a second. Let's do... Ultimately, we want to make mashed potatoes, right? So in order to do that, we needed a buttered potato. And in order to do that, we need butter. We need the cream plus salt. Salt is what we're missing. Actually, we can make salt right here, right? Yeah, we can make all the salt that we need right there because our sink provides unlimited water. And water obviously contains salt, at least in Minecraft. All right, so we can make cheese, which is not what we want. We want to make butter. So we'll just go ahead and make a little bit of butter here. So there's that. Then we can make a buttered potato. There we go. Nice. And from there, we can make mashed potatoes. There's one of our first dishes. Or I guess one of our sides for our meal. Awesome. Let's see. Do we have a place where I can put salt under the kitchen counter? Is that a good place? Does it still see it? I'm not sure if it still sees that. Let's make another heavy cream just to see. Oh yeah, it does see it. We can still make salt. Okay, cool. So we'll put the cream away. So we also wanted to make our cooked turkey, so we can do that. If we stick those over here, we can just go ahead and do one of those numbers. They'll fill all in. And you see that the icon slowly changed to the cooked version, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that's something specific to Pam's Harvest Craft, or is that something that's in Minecraft in this version. Either way, it's pretty awesome. So we're able to make a lot of cooked turkey. So we got turkey, we got mashed potatoes. We need to make the gravy. Let's get going on that. So the gravy is made with stock and flour. Pretty simple. We'll make a whole lot of gravy. It's very inexpensive. Cool. The only other thing we're missing right now is the cranberry sauce. And you can make that, but we need sugar and cranberries. Unfortunately, I don't have that over here. Actually, we can do cranberries. Let's just make 2. I don't have a lot. I'm going to want to make more cranberries out of those, get the seeds and grow them and all that kind of stuff. So 2 cranberries. Do we have any sugar? We have sugar cane. Take the sugar cane, turn that into sugar. All right, put that into the fridge as well. Sugar, there we go. And we should see cranberry sauce. We can make cranberry juice if we want to, or cranberry jelly, all of which I'm sure is quite nice. So yeah, there's our cranberry sauce, our gravy, our mashed potatoes, and our turkey. I think we're off to a pretty good start for a Thanksgiving feast. There's a few other things that you can make in this pack, like probably a pumpkin pie would be pretty good. What does it cost to make one of those? A pumpkin pie. That's just vanilla Minecraft. So that's an egg, a pumpkin, and sugar. Can we just craft that right over here? Because I think that would be a great finisher for this. Does not look like we can craft, or we don't have the pumpkin. No, I think I've seen pumpkins around in the forest nearby. We'll grab the sugar because that's another thing that we need. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have seen pumpkins outside. I just have never grabbed them. So we can go out to the local pumpkin patch, grab a pumpkin, and get some fresh pumpkin pie that way. Yeah, look, we got some right here. Perfect. Okay, let's go bring that back to the kitchen. We'll wash it off real quick. We'll make some pumpkin pie, and we'll have a great meal here. I wonder, pumpkin pie always goes good with like a whipped cream. Can we make a whipped cream, I wonder? I think we need an egg for this. There it is. There's our dessert. Can we make whipped cream? What do we have here? We have vanilla ice cream. I don't think you can do a whipped cream, which is too bad. That's fine, though. We'll just have our pumpkin pie. When we get hungry, we'll have our pumpkin pie without the whipped cream. But anyway, guys, I got to go ahead and cut this one short for today. Just a little bit of a derpy, fun episode. Yeah. Holiday season, busy times. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving, or you're going to have one. If you celebrate it, like I said, it's an American holiday, and I know I don't have all American viewers. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.